Past, America's past. This is Frontierland, dedicated to the faith, courage, and ingenuity of the pioneers who blazed the trails across America to a new, unsettled land. Frontierland tells the story of a young and enterprising nation, and of a people moving westward by riverboat and keelboat, by stagecoach and covered wagon. Here, pioneer days and frontier ways are relived in the river towns and in the trading posts, in the wilderness forts and Indian villages. Frontierland, the desert roads and trails lead to the western mining town of Rainbow Ridge. Deep in these hills are the beautiful Rainbow Caverns, which can be visited aboard one of these sturdy little mine trains. Rainbow Ridge is a frontier traffic center. Here, stagecoaches and Conestoga wagons arrive and depart just as they did in the days gone by. The younger pioneers, prospecting for pleasure, hit the desert trails on a mule train. In the heart of the desert, the bubbling mud pots add a note of brilliant color. And atop the distant buttes, the Indian pueblos stand in silent tribute to the artistry of an ancient people. At every bend in the river, dramatic scenes from the pioneer days come into view. Visit Frontierland and travel along its high roads and byroads is to relive in this modern day all the high adventure of the American pioneer.
The original such contraption, and still the most famous, was the Ferris wheel. At the Chicago Columbian Exposition, the highlight for most visitors was a chance to be carried aloft by George Ferris's magnificent 264-foot wheel. The machine caught people's imaginations because in the midst of the Industrial Revolution, its only purpose was pure pleasure. Others in Williamsburg, Virginia, is considered by many the most beautiful theme park in America. The 3,600-acre site near the James River is one of the most exquisite examples of landscaping in the country. And Busch Gardens takes full advantage of its site by offering a variety of rides that lift you above the abundant tree cover for a great view of the surroundings. Of course, on a few of those rides, you may have other things on your mind as you plummet back down to earth. But a wonderfully peaceful way of taking in the sights is the sky ride as you travel to each of the themed areas. Tradition of rides whose goal is literally to throw people together, friends and strangers alike. Coney Island Steeplechase Park featured rides such as the human roulette wheel and the human pool table that would toss people together, often leaving them tangled in compromising positions. Groves in the foothills of Pennsylvania is located far away from the tensions of big city life. It is in this idyllic setting that can still be found, lovingly maintained, many of the rides and amusements from days gone by, including a period scooter bumper car ride. Knoebel started life at the turn of the century as a swimming hole by a covered bridge. Then, with the construction of a giant pool, followed by the arrival in 1926 of the first concession stands, a steam-powered carousel, and other attractions, Knoebels grew into a summer entertainment center. To Knoebels Groves, to Busch Gardens, it seems the formula for great amusement parks has stayed deceptively simple. Give the thrill seekers a chance to prove their mettle. Give the others an exotic but comfortably pleasing setting and constantly upgrade. The rides and technologies they choose to showcase help redefine their nature as parks, and sometimes the very nature of the industry.
Each ticket as you go reminds me of the old traditional parks that I grew up in.
To Knoebels Groves, to Busch Gardens, it seems the formula for great amusement parks has stayed deceptively simple. Give the thrill seekers a chance to prove their mettle. Give the others an exotic but comfortably pleasing setting and constantly upgrade. The rides and technologies they choose to showcase help redefine their nature as parks.
Years old.